p.s.I Gaming. Why would you settle for less?
Hey, what's going on? It's p.s.I Gaming here, and today we're about to go over some Madden mechanics community requested address. But before we get into that, man, I just like to say that this is a new channel. I just started this channel about 2 weeks ago, and it'll be greatly appreciated if you like and subscribe. There's gonna be plenty of great content coming. I'm editing videos, doing gameplay, a lot of different things, trying to be multi-talented, you know what I'm saying? But without further ado, let's get into this Madden mechanics community requested address. Now basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over the main things that I care about, you know what I'm saying? Because I think this is a long list of things that they address, and a lot of things I really don't care about. So I'm gonna skim through it, you know what I'm saying? I'm basically read the title of everything, but I'm gonna just skim through basically the things that I really care about. That's what I'm gonna be reading the paragraphs on. But basically, it looked like a picture of Madden 18. Still no gameplay though, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully we get that soon, Hopefully we get that soon. But off-ball injuries, that's something that I think should be in the game, but I don't think that should be why is this a major change? What is this again? Madden mechanics, why community requested? Why is off-ball injury something that the community has to request? I don't understand that. That should be in the game. Is this a simulation football game? Off-ball injury should be in the game. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the next one. Ball hawk skill mechanic. Users on defense can no longer hold wide triangle for the entire play on defense and expect to make the interception. Ball hawk is now a timing-based skill like it used to be. If the button is held down or pressed for too long, the defender will receive a heavy penalty to his chance of making a catch and will likely drop the ball. You will see a user skill notification pop out of the scoreboard to tell you if the mechanic was timed correctly or not. Quarterbacks can also fake out user defenders holding the ball hawk with a pump fake. Now this right here is music to my ears, because I remember how it used to be. You couldn't just you never could hold wide in Madden. I don't know when did they put that in the game. Somebody can tell me, because I forgot, man. Because I don't know how long it's been in the game, but I remember you could never hold wide to catch a pick. You had to time it, or your nigga would do some. He would not catch it. Basically, let's just put it in them terms. He won't catch that bitch. You know what I'm saying? But this is a good thing, and also that they put in there that you can actually, that the pump fake will actually be able to be utilized. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never seen nobody use a pump fake in Madden. You don't need to pump fake in Madden, because your niggas, the receivers and the offense is so OP in this game. Your defenders can't guard nobody. Why you need the pump fake for? You know what I'm saying? But that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Hit stick skill mechanic. Now before we read this, I gotta get into this hit stick. Before you even read this, to me personally, the hit stick is the most overpowered mechanic in Madden. Yes, the hit stick is more powerful than the aggressive catch, more powerful than the anything that you can think of in Madden. The hit stick is more powerful than, and the reason being is that anybody can cause a fumble. First of all, anybody can do the hit stick. A punter can hit stick. A quarterback can hit stick. Peyton Manning can hit stick. Tom Brady can hit stick. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Not only can they hit stick, but they can cause a fumble off their hit sticks. You know what I'm saying? Which that's insane. If you're gonna have a hit stick mechanic, it should be some type of special move that only certain players have. Everybody in NFL is not just pancaking, other NFL players. It's only certain players you can think of, in the NFL or even in the past that actually hit stick somebody. Ray Lewis is one of those players. I can say that Ray Lewis hit stick somebody, and even Ray Lewis, he didn't do that shit every game. It should be somewhere it's a build up or maybe some momentum type. I don't know what it should be, but a hit stick should not be the way that it's been in the past. But we're going to go ahead and read this and see what changes they did to it. Hit stick has been moved back to be exclusively on the right stick. Okay, the defenders would no longer be able to use the aggressive tackle mechanic on the X square to land hit sticks. It is now based on timing and facing angle with more risk and reward. It also brings back the ability for low and high hit sticks by flicking the stick down or up respectively. That was in the game before. The ability for high and low hit sticks. That's another thing I don't get. Why do they take stuff out and then bring it back? And then this is like I guarantee you if somebody goes back and looks at the back of some other Madden, it's probably the same. Like, it's probably gonna say the same thing verbatim. It's probably gonna say you have the ability for low and high hit sticks by flicking the stick down or up respectively. I guarantee you if you go look at one of these other Maddens that said that, because I know for a fact that used to be in the game. But anyways, landing the hit stick will be accompanied by a controller rumble and a unique tackle audio, which I can care less about. I just hope the gameplay is good. That's all I care about. Ball carrier special moves. Every one of the ball carrier special moves, such as a juke, spin, and hurdle, has been updated in Madden 18. The moves are faster and more efficient. Hey, that's great right there, because Madden 17, they juke moves was very slow and they didn't work on nobody. And it's probably because they were so damn slow. The moves are also less punitive in terms of fumble chances, and most importantly, user control players on defense can now be faked out as effectively as AI control players, especially when attempting to hit stick, which that's also cool. I hope everything they're saying here actually works in the game, because it's one thing to say something and then it's another thing to actually have that shit in the game. Madden is notorious BIG for saying shit and that shit not even being in the game. So I hope this year, this is actually in the game, because that'll be cool. Because like I said, the hit stick is the most overpowered thing in the game. Like, you can do a hit stick and completely miss somebody and still make the tackle. Like you can do a hit stick and your nigga would change direction in mid-air and make that tackle. Even if it's not a hit stick, he'll still tackle you. Like, he won't miss that tackle. You know what I'm saying? But dropped interceptions, dating back many years, one of the top competitive complaints. I really don't care about dropping interceptions. My take on interceptions is that it should depend on what the ratings of the player is, as well as the user control, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I understand when players drop interceptions, because that happens in real life. Like, a lot of defenders drop wide open interceptions. That happens every game, every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's catching every pick. If they did, then they need to be on offense. Even only person I could think of that damn near caught every pick was probably Ed Reed. He had them hands for sure. The swerve, I can care less about the swerve, but I can tell y'all what that's about. It's about these cheese players who throw lob passes or any type of pass, and they swerve their receivers out and they swerve them back in front of your damn cornerback, and they snag on your bitch ass, and you just sitting there like, I swear I hate this game, I ain't never playing again. But damn well you gonna pick that shit up tomorrow and play that shit again. Curl flat zones, another top community requested. Purple zones, okay, they put the purple zones in there. No cover zone underneath, defenders won't jump routes 5 yards and under. So what? We implemented a new rule called no cover zones, where underneath defenders won't jump routes 5 yards and under. What? They won't jump routes 5 yards and under. Why not? Is that a complaint? Another top community requested was a curl purple zone. Curl flats would crash to the flats. Okay, leave deeper routes open down the sideline. The purple zone shouldn't be doing that. Okay, I see what they're saying. Okay, I get what they're saying, because I'm about to say, okay, I got it. Okay, that makes sense though. So yeah, the purple, if you pick a purple zone on the outside, they got the blue zone for the flats, and then they got the purple zone, which is supposed to be deep flats. or the curl flat, you know what I'm saying, where you cover the outside, but you're not as close to the line of scrimmage as a blue flat or a sideline flat would be, you know what I'm saying. So now they put it where, because I guess in Madden 17 they had it where the purple flats would actually be playing like a blue flat. So that's a good change. Fumble recovery. A big legacy issue with fumble recovery. We eliminate extended paths when nobody can recover the ball. You will see much faster reaction to the ball on the ground, and players have improved ability to grab the ball when it gets close to their hands. I mean, that should have been in the game. Why is this even a community requested thing? Like, we don't, like, come on, bro. Like, why would the community have to request that a nigga who sees the ball on the ground eyeballs the ball and picks the ball up? Why does that have to be a request? Like, shit like that makes no sense to me. User control LBs, user controlling the linebacker. We're able to take away most routes over the middle of the field. We made some modifications to defend the run. Hey, this shit don't matter to me because I don't play on the linebacker. I play on the defensive line. So that don't matter to me. But y'all can still read it. Lower rated defenders will not be able to take away the middle of the field as effectively. I mean, that's still a good thing though, because you do have some of them players, boy, like they will have what's the is his name Wrigley or Riley, one of them fast ass linebackers, boy. That bruh, you are not getting no pass over the middle. Somebody pick and they play on the linebacker. Oh, it's a wrap. You might as well go ahead and you might as well just punt the ball off because you are throwing a pick every rip. He is covering the middle of the field, and then he gonna wait until your receivers get to the flats, and then they cover by the flats, and then he gonna go deep, and he is catching whoever your receiver is going deep. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, right drop, some of the biggest. I don't care. Hard flats on the community state. They wanted hard flats to play the flats more aggressive, which makes sense. Like I put a nigga in the flats to play the flats. Like, it should be no reason if I put a nigga in the flats that a running back comes out and catches a fucking flat pass in the flats, catches a sideline pass, and my linebacker that I put in the flats is nowhere near this nigga. Like, shit like that makes no sense. AI defenders versus SWAT interception, that shit don't matter. Directional control, let me read this anyway. Another top competitor. Oh, okay, yeah, that shit don't matter. Directional control of rat catches. Since the implemented the rat catch, a player running out of bounds on a throw to the flats was a common occurrence. This year we added a branch out windows that allow you to steer the exit angle of your rat catches. Simply push the left stick. Woo! Size and weight factor. There we go. Now, before I read this, now we all know that Madden's size and weight has never ever mattered. This year, hopefully, based on this title, they're gonna make size and weight and matter, factor in some type of way. And I hope it actually does. But anyways, the formula used to determine the outcome of hit sticks and impact blocks will now use weight and momentum of players involved in the interaction. Will now use weight. What about ratings? Ratings don't matter? Because I know you use weight in it, but that shit always don't matter, because especially on hit sticks, like, I mean, you can have like a nigga that's like Bob Sanders. He didn't weigh that much. You know what I'm saying? He definitely had momentum, but he didn't weigh that much. You know what I'm saying? He absolutely flattened damn near any ball carrier. It didn't matter who it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. We'll see though. I think rating should be in that sentence too. You know what I'm saying? Rating should matter. Like your hit power. I don't know if that's still in the game. Hit power, tackling power, or something. Like tackling, that shit don't matter in there. But anyways, you will see far less instances. Smaller players susceptible landing a big hit stick on bigger ball carriers of wide receiver, impacting blocking bigger linebackers, especially when not moving with enough speed to make a big hit. Okay. Low-rated QB accuracy. Complaints about low-rated QBs being too accurate have been addressed with the new inaccuracy system. Expect to see more inaccurate throws from low-rated QBs, especially on simulated play style. These inaccurate passes have new placement modeling, ensuring that you will see a wider variety in how throws are missed. I think that's a good thing for me, because I hate seeing every like, me personally, like, Madden has been basically every player plays the same, and it doesn't matter. Like, only thing that really matters in Madden, or in the past years in Madden, has been speed. So if you got a quarterback, like, they all would throw, like, everybody would throw like Tom Brady. But if you got like a fast quarterback, of course he runs faster than Tom Brady. So you would rather have like a Russell Wilson, because he can throw just like Tom Brady. So why not have Russell Wilson? You see what I'm saying? Because the accuracy seemed like it really didn't matter in this game. But hopefully they made the adjustments, and they made, because that's what I like seeing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I pick the damn Jets with Fitzpatrick, it better be hard as fuck for me to throw accurate passes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should not be throwing like Peyton Manning and Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wouldn't even make no sense. And the same thing goes for wide receivers. Like, I better not see, like, I don't want to see no wide receivers that cannot catch the ball with low catching, and just because they got speed and some jumping, or I don't even know if jumping even matters in this game, but just because they got speed don't mean, you know, they over here snagging on everybody and outrunning everybody. Because, I mean, speed is not, if all you needed was speed, Usain Bolt would be in the damn NFL. You know what I'm saying? It's so many fast players in the NFL, you know what I'm saying? And none of them, you know, I ain't gonna say none of them, but it's a lot of players that are really fast in the NFL, and you know what I'm saying, that don't really dictate, because a lot of them have no football skill, you know what I'm saying? So defense in practice mode, slower players catching faster players, position specific defensive hot routes. Notes if a safety subbed in via formation package. Okay. That looks like that's about it. So yeah. Yeah, that's about it, man. So far, I'm kind of liking what I see. You know, I still want to see the speed addressed, because it seems like, you know what I'm saying, like, as long as they fix where if you have lower catching, a lower passing rating, or a lower passing accuracy based on your rating, then that's cool. Like, faster players to me should be faster, you know what I'm saying? But the problem is that the faster player in this game can do everything a slower player can do, with more catching and more, you know, with more jumping and more awareness, like, and more route running. The fast player can do all those same things. He can run the routes the same way. They just faster, which makes him more deadly. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to see them address the speed in this game. And what else? It's a lot of things for Madden to address more than just this, because I've been playing Madden for a while, and I noticed so many things, man. I'll probably have to create a video on all the things that they need to address, but you know, for now, I mean, I like what I see. I'm definitely gonna be picking up Madden, you know what I'm saying? Tune in, you know, to this channel, Wildfell Gaming. When does Madden drop? I think it's dropping like 20 days. So tune in, you know what I'm saying? In about 2.5 weeks, we gonna have Madden right here, fresh, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have the shit on my damn channel on the first day. We might do some online gameplay. We might do some MUT. We might do some, you know, some connected franchise. We gonna hit up the damn, what's that shit called? The off shot, the shot callers, the damn story mode. You know, which I don't even know why Madden put a story mode in here. I think they should really work on the gameplay, especially coming out with Madden 17, because that Madden 17 is just atrocious. But you know, the developers seem pretty proud of this Madden. I hope they don't disappoint me and you guys, because I definitely, like, that shit's gonna piss me off if it's another Madden like last year. I'm gonna be pissed. I fuck around and not get mad for like 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. You know, Wildfell Gaming, we signing out, and peace.